Alright, here's the second video for Fraction Busters, and something to just remember. We want to cross-simplify. Think of multiplying fractions, cross-simplify to just get rid of the denominator is our main goal. Alright, let's take a look at this first question. My suggestion would be for you to have out a piece of paper, and you could even try to pause the problem right now and see if you can get the correct answer. Or even just check what the first step is to see if you're doing the first step correctly. All right, so I have 6, 4, and 3. So when I use 6 and 4, I'm going to find my LCM of that. So I'm going to take out a 2, comes a 3 and a 2, 1, and I'm done. So I have 2 times 3 times 2, which is going to give me 12. And then if I put that 12 with the 3, I know that 3 goes into that. So 3 times 4 gives me 12. So what I'm going to end up doing is multiplying each term by 12. So when I do that, 6 divided by 6 would be 1, 12 divided by 6 would be 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1, 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So now what I really have is 2 times 5x plus 3 times 11 is equal to 4 times 17. Okay? So 2 times 5x would give me 10x plus 33 is equal to 68. All right, so now standard way of solving it. I need to make a 0 pair with the positive 33, so I'm going to subtract 33 from both sides. 10x is going to equal 35. Divide both by 10. X is going to equal 3.5 or 3.5. Okay. All right, moving along to the next question. Okay, so again, just see if you even multiply or choose the right number to multiply all of them by. So if I have 6 and 12, my common denominator would be 12. Okay, and then I get 12 with an 8. Take out a 4, so that'd be 3 and 2. 3 and 2, that's 1, and I'm done. So 4 times 3 times 2, which brings me to 24. So I'm multiplying each part by 24. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So I am dividing that number that I multiplied by whatever my denominator is. So that's how I'm coming up with these answers. 8 divided by 8 would be 1. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay? So then I have 4x is equal to 2 times 1 plus 3x. So 4x is equal to 2 plus 3x. All right, so when I'm solving this, I want to zero out the 3x. And that is going to get me to an x is equal to 2. That worked out pretty nice. All right, I'm hoping some of this is starting to make a little sense to you and you're starting to kind of grasp it. So now I have four numbers. First thing I'm doing is looking at 3 and 5, and I know they both go into 15. So now it's a matter of taking my 15 and 9 and figuring out what's going to go, what do both of those go into. So 3 can go into both of those. So that'd be a 5 and a 3. 5 and 3 is a 1 and I'm done. So I'm going to multiply those. 3 times 5 times 3, which is going to bring me to 45. So I'm going to multiply each part, each term, by 45. Okay? So then, divide by my denominator. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 45 divided by 3 is 15. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 45 divided by 5 is 9. 15 divided by 15 is 1. 45 divided by 15 is 3. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 45 divided by 9 is 5. So I have 15x minus 9 times 2 is equal to 3 times 4 plus 5 times 2x. Okay? So 15x is going to remain the same there. Minus 18 is equal to 12 plus 10x. Okay? All right, so now I want to get my zero pairs. So I'm going to minus 10x here to get that to zero out. So 5x minus 18 is equal to 12. Now to zero out minus 18, I add 18 to both sides. That's a 0. 5x is going to equal 30. Divide both sides by 5. And x is going to equal 6. All right, so here we go. 2 and 5 are going to both go into 10, so I know my common denominator is going to be 10. So every single number is going to be multiplied, or every term is going to be multiplied by 10. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 10 divided by 10 is 1. And that's going to leave me with 5 times 33 plus 2 times 3y. It's going to equal 7y plus 10 times 15. 5 times 33 is 165 plus 6y is going to equal 7y plus 150. All right, zero pair now. I want to subtract 6y from both sides. So I have 165 is going to equal y plus 150. Subtract 150 from both sides. And that brings me to 15 is equal to y. All right, here's my last problem, and hopefully this is getting a little bit easier for you. All right, so now 3 and 5, 15 is my common denominator. All right, so I'm going to get that 3 to a 1. So So that's a 5. 5 turns to a 1. 15 is going to become a 3. And I'm going to multiply the 15 times 2. So I have 5x plus 3x is going to equal 15 times 2. So I'm going to combine that. 8x is going to equal 30. Divide both sides by 8. X is going to equal 3.75 or 3 3/4. Either one of those answers. All right. Please remember, feel free to go back and watch the video as many times as you need to. Go to problems that are similar in the video that you might see in your homework that can help you to just understand how to solve that problem. All right. Good luck.